Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for a new live stream. I welcome you all to this live stream that is titled, Will the 2024 election be free and fair? That is a very important question, and I'm going to be discussing some very important things pertaining to the 2024 election. So I would encourage you all to stay connected, to not go anywhere. We are going to be discussing, as I said, some very important things, and I would love to hear your thoughts. So please stay connected. The Journey to Justice writes, good evening, Trump 2024. Wisconsin will make America great again. That is great. That is wonderful. Meg writes, good night. Well, Meg, are you here? Are you staying or you're leaving? Meg, glad to see you here. Jet writes, good morning. Hello, Jet. Thanks for being here. Gerlina writes, good evening. Good evening. Thanks all for being here. I see the viewer count is going up. So as more people join, I'll start the live stream. But, I just want to thank each and every one of you for being here. It's going to be an interesting discussion. Very important one. Very important discussion tonight. Important for the future of our country, because obviously I'm going to be talking about the 2024 election and whether the election will be free and fair. So please allow me a few more seconds before I start the live stream. I know more people are joining, so I'm going to wait for maybe a few more seconds, not even a minute. So thanks for your patience, my friends. Jet writes, this day is a whole 3 minutes old. So Jet, you are in the Eastern time zone, right? You are in Pennsylvania, if I remember correctly. Meg writes, it's midnight. I should be asleep, but had to stay up just for a little bit for your live. I'll stay as long as I'm awake. Meg, thank you for being here. Thank you so much. Yeah, please stay for as long as you can. I have got my tea in a Wisconsin cup, so I'm going to be drinking a caffeinated beverage, and hopefully it'll help me stay awake. Obviously, I need to because I've got so many important things to discuss. Okay, my friends, I'm going to start the discussion, and then later on, I will also be doing a poll, but I don't want to start the poll just yet because I think it's important for me to say a few things that I need to say before we get to the poll. Okay, so Emmanuel writes Trump 2024. Wonderful. Wonderful to see Trump supporters here. Okay, my friends, free and fair elections are the foundation of our country. We elect our leaders by voting in elections. And the question is, will the 2024 presidential election be free and fair? We, the citizens of the United States of America, we vote to elect our leaders at all levels of government. I know people focus a lot on federal elections. People pay attention to the race for the White House, the race for a U.S. Senate seat, congressional races. But really, we elect local leaders. We elect state leaders. We also elect leaders at the federal level by voting in elections. So you vote for a candidate for mayor. You vote for, your city council candidate. You vote in school board races. You vote for your state assembly person, your state senator, your state treasurer, right? And then obviously you vote for your member of Congress, your senator, at the state level, your governor, and then obviously the president of the United States. So at each and every level of government, we select the representatives, we select the leaders by voting in elections. And I always emphasize our vote is our voice. Our vote is our voice. By the way, it's amazing to see um, Trump supporters. A viewer writes, "Cats for Trump." That's awesome. I love it. Cats for Trump. Um, Debbie writes, "Hi Tausif, how are you, my friend?" Debbie, I'm doing well. Thank you for being here. Okay. I always emphasize that our vote is our voice. It's important to make our voices heard by voting in the election. We hear about voting rights. People say the right to vote. So voting is a right, but it is also a responsibility. And I must emphasize that. I believe that US citizens have the right to vote, but they also have the responsibility to vote. And I believe that only US citizens should have the right to vote. Although we are seeing that there are Democrats who want to grant voting rights to non-citizens. And I'm going to get to that. I will be discussing that. So if you believe that only US citizens should have the right to vote, please write that in the chat window. Only US citizens should be able to vote. Express your thoughts, my friends, in the live chat window. I would appreciate that. My friends, only natural-born US citizens and naturalized US citizens have the right to vote. And I encourage natural-born US citizens and naturalized US citizens to exercise that right. Exercise that right to vote. Because voting, as I said, is also a responsibility. We have the right and we have the responsibility to vote. My friends, there are many concerns about the upcoming election in November. That is correct. And I must tell you, and I think you all know this, there still are concerns about the 2020 election results. There still are concerns about the 2020 election results. I was paying attention that night. I was watching the results come in, and it did seem very obvious that Trump was on his way to victory. 2020 election night. How did that change the next morning? How did the results change like that? I think we can talk for hours about the 2020 election, but we're not going to do that. Not in this episode, not during this live stream. But really, all I want to point out is that there are concerns about the 2020 election results. Here we are in 2024, and many Americans are still concerned about what happened that night or in the early hours of the morning after the clock struck midnight and beyond. 2020 election. Many Americans still have concerns, still have questions. They still wonder what happened in 2020. People still wonder that. As I said, we're not going to go into that discussion, but I did want to bring that up, that people still wonder what happened in 2020. Trump was on his way to victory as the results were coming in, and then something happened. Something changed. My friends, election integrity is important. When citizens have faith in the electoral process, that makes our country stronger. But if there are questionable events, if there are questionable incidents, people have the right to ask, is there something wrong? Is there election fraud? Are there irregularities in the electoral process? These are questions that Americans will ask. So, my friends, I'm going to move ahead with this discussion. I have a lot to discuss. I'm going to be talking about a few states and what's happening in some of the states with regard to voter rolls and so on and so forth. But I do want to emphasize at this point, I'm going to take a little break. Please hit the like button. I'm trying to spread the message of freedom, peace, and prosperity. I'm trying to share facts. I'm trying to spread the truth. I'm trying to share my views. So please, Simon is here. Simon writes, good morning. Simon, welcome. Thank you so much. By the way, I'm trying to read your comments as I'm speaking. Sorry that I can't get to all the comments, but I appreciate the overwhelming support, okay? Please hit the thumbs up, okay, on this video. Like this video. 11 likes already. Can we get it up to 50? I would appreciate that. And as always, if you want to see how many people support Donald Trump this November, just write Trump 2024, like I did in the chat window. We do it all the time. It has become a regular exercise, and I think it is important. I think as people are coming and joining the live stream, it is important for us all to know how many people here support Trump. Cybertruck writes Trump 2024. Simon writes Trump 2024. Meg writes Trump 2024. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. John writes Trump 2024. Awesome. Pablo is writing, why you ask for like? Well, I ask for like because the more likes I get on the video, the more I can reach a bigger audience, okay? Because I'm trying to raise awareness. I'm trying to share the facts. Whatever I'm saying, it's important for people to know. They don't all have to agree with me, but I want people to hear what I have to say. So when you like this video, it helps me reach more people, okay? The number of viewers is going up as time goes by. We are 13 minutes into the live stream, 15 likes so far, 50 viewers watching at this moment. I hope the number goes up. Thank you so much. So I'm not shy about asking for likes. It is important for you to like this video so I can reach more people. Thank you, my friends. So as we are heading towards November 2024 election, we must ask the question, will the 2024 presidential election be free and fair? That's an important question. Will the 2024 presidential election be free and fair? I am going to share some shocking news with you. I wish I could have only good things to share. I wish I could come here and say that everything's great, no problems, everything's heading in the right direction, no irregularities, no concerns, no problems. But that's not the case. There are issues that we need to discuss. Amanda is here. Thank you, Amanda, for joining. Artemis is here. Hello, Artemis. Dylan is here. Pablo Escobar is here. Aaron is here. Shane is here. Who else is here? Let's see. Oma is here. Randy is here. Karibi. Is it Karibi? Karibi 2007. Writes Trump 2024. Thank you so much. Bobby is here. Hello, Bobby. Nick is here. Hello, Nick. Boost is here. Who else is here? Michael is here. Okay. Wonderful. Thank you all for joining. And as you are joining, write Trump 2024. Show support for our great leader, our former president, who is not only our former president, he's also the future president. He's the future president, Donald Trump. My friends, Let me share some shocking news with you. News that will make you upset, and I apologize in advance. I apologize in advance because I know some of you may end up saying, Tassif, we were having a great evening, and then we started watching your live stream and you started sharing some disturbing news regarding elections. Now we're upset. Now we're concerned. We were having a great evening until we started watching your live stream, and now we're concerned. We're worried about the election. My friends, I have to share with you the facts. The facts may make you upset. The facts may make you concerned. I'm going to share with you news that will make you worried. News that will make you wonder. And you're going to be asking, will the 2024 election be free and fair? But I have to share the facts with you. So here are the facts. Did you know that the Department of Motor Vehicles in the state of Oregon admitted to wrongfully registering hundreds of non-citizens to vote? Did you know that? Did you know that? I'm talking about the state of Oregon in the western part of the United States. The Department of Motor Vehicles in Oregon admitted, the department made the admission that they wrongfully registered hundreds of non-citizens to vote. I know it doesn't make you happy. It's troubling news. That is correct. You can look it up. Amanda writes, wow, exactly, Amanda. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. The Oregon DMV admitted that at least 306 non-citizens were wrongfully registered to vote in U.S. elections. 306 that they admitted, that we know of. Does that make you wonder how many more may be there in Oregon or in other states? I'm going to be talking about other states, but does that make you wonder? Does that make you wonder if our 2024 presidential election will be free and fair? Does that make you wonder? Steve writes, outrageous. It is outrageous. Random Guy 76 writes, Trump 2024. I agree with that. Trump 2024. And let me tell you more. Reportedly, the wrongful registrations have occurred since 2021. Here we are, approaching the end of 2024, and we find out that in the state of Oregon, the DMV admitted that at least 306 non-citizens were wrongfully registered to vote in U.S. election, and the wrongful registrations have occurred since 2021. Can you believe that? According to the news reports that I've read, there is a program, and you're going to hate this, trust me. There's a program that automatically registered any person who got a driver's license or a state ID card. Automatic registration. Automatic registration. This is ridiculous. This is unacceptable. This is extremely disturbing. If non-citizens vote in U.S. elections, then our country will head towards a complete state of disaster, and we cannot allow any non-citizens to vote in American elections. I'm reading your comments, my friends. I'm going to read your comments, and please hit like button. Give this video a thumbs up. I'm sharing important stuff, important information. We must raise awareness. We must know what's going on. Claudia is here. Claudia writes Trump 2024. Claudia, that's what I love to see. Trump 2024. Dustin is here. Dustin, welcome. Ryan is here. Ryan, welcome. Who else is here? Joa is here. Who else? Gerardo is here. Hello, Gerardo. Vern is here. Tombot is here. Welcome to all. Jax904 is here. Jax904 writes, Jax904 is writing exactly what I love to see, which is Trump 2024. By the way, I'm welcoming everyone, even those who disagree with me, even those who are writing some unkind stuff about me. I still want to welcome you all. I'm glad you're all here. Okay, you can write whatever you want. You can call me names. Go right ahead, do it. Doesn't bother me, as I've said before. But just welcome. Glad that you're here. Exercise your First Amendment right, free speech. I'm doing that. You can do it too. But let's be nice. Let's respect each other, because we're here for a dialogue and not name calling. But you do what you do. It's up to you. So, always amazing to see Trump 2024. Always amazing to see Trump 2024. Joa writes, get ready to lose. Joa, are you referring to me? Because I'm getting ready to win. I am highlighting issues here, but I'm still very optimistic. We are going to win. Trump is going to win. Let's write it down. Trump is going to win in November 2024. Trump is going to win in November 2024. If you agree with me, write agree or write yes, or just write Trump's going to win. Trump will win. However you want to write it, just write the message. Simon writes amen. 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 Thank you so much. Lizzie writes, Trump is going to win. A viewer writes, God bless Trump. Claudia writes, Trump will win. Thank you so very much. Trump, Trump, Trump. Okay. Let's talk about Minnesota. Right next to Wisconsin. In case you're wondering where I am in Wisconsin. America's dairy land. The Badger State. Wisconsin, as it says on the cup. And right next to Wisconsin is a state named Minnesota. You've heard about Minnesota. Right here in the American Midwest, Minnesota. What is going on in Minnesota? You may be wondering, Tassif, why are you talking about Minnesota? We were just talking about Oregon, and now suddenly you're talking about Minnesota. What is going on, Tassif? Tassif, just tell us what's going on. I'm going to tell you. Do you know who the governor of Minnesota is? Tim Walz. Heard about Tim Walz? The same Tim Walz who is Kamala Harris's running mate. So he's running alongside Kamala. So Kamala is running and he is also running. He's trying to keep up. Okay, they're running together. They're running for the White House. They're not going to win, but they're running. That's okay. But let me tell you what's going on in Minnesota. Reportedly, the Minnesota election officials said that they have removed approximately 1,000 names from their active voter rolls this month after a challenge by the Republican National Committee. And I'm going to give you some details. The Republican National Committee filed a request and asked the state of Minnesota to remove non-citizens who may have been on the state's voter rolls. Just try to understand what's happening. The Republican National Committee filed a request and asked the state of Minnesota to remove non-citizens who may have been on the state's voter rolls. And afterwards, the Public Safety Commissioner of Minnesota said that the officials found some names that had to be suspended. Wow. Some names that had to be suspended. Reportedly, Minnesota state officials found nearly 1,000 potentially problematic and questionable entries in the voter rolls. Can you believe that? Close to 1,000 potentially problematic and questionable entries in the voter rolls. So now the state has to figure out if these individuals are citizens or non-citizens, and they have to confirm their names and addresses and also determine if these individuals are eligible to vote. And please note, as I've said before, non-citizens cannot vote. Non-citizens cannot vote. Do you know why this problem is taking place? Do you know why this problem is taking place in Minnesota? Because of automatic voter registration. Reportedly, about 1% of more than 90,000 Minnesota residents have been automatically registered or pre-registered to vote while these individuals obtained state-issued IDs. And you know what's shocking? Minnesota gives driver's licenses to residents regardless of immigration status. Can you believe that? Minnesota grants driver's licenses to people regardless of immigration status. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? Pablo writes fake news. Pablo, this is not fake news, Pablo. This is real news. What I'm telling you is the truth. I believe in the power of the truth, as I've said before a number of times. On this channel, what you will get is the truth. So Pablo, this is not fake news. It's real news. It is the truth. You can go fact check me. I'm saying these things on live. I know people are watching. It's going to be on my channel. Whatever I'm saying is going to be on my channel. People can replay that. And you can fact check me if you want to. Go fact check me. And then you'll realize, Pablo, that I'm telling the truth. Pablo, I understand that you probably don't agree with my political views. But what I'm telling you is the truth. It's the fact. My friends, let me see. Do you trust what I'm saying? I'm telling you, you can go fact check me. Every piece of information that I give you, I have sources. I have sources documented here on my end. If you trust me, right, I trust you. Do you trust me, my friends? I'm asking you, do you trust me, my friends? Mario writes yes. Thank you, Mario. Thank you so much. Alex writes yes. Claudia Greenwood is saying, you're speaking truth. Thank you, Claudia. Thank you for trusting me. Steve writes yes. I am telling the truth. Debbie writes, I trust you, Tassif. Thank you, Debbie. Debbie, you've been supporting my channel, Debbie. Thank you. I appreciate that so very much. I do. Thank you. Thank you so much. Vern writes, yes, I trust. Thank you, Vern. Thank you. My friends, I appreciate your support. So, I'm gonna tell you more Just to recap, Minnesota grants driver's licenses to residents regardless of immigration status. It says right on the Minnesota Department of Public Safety's website. On the website of the Minnesota Department of Public Safety, it says all Minnesota residents can apply for a license under the new DL for All law. Keep that in mind. There's a new law. It's called DL for All. You know what that means? Driver's license for all. So it says right there on the Minnesota Department of Public Safety's website that all Minnesota residents can apply for a license under the new DL for All law beginning October 1st of 2023. And the law allows immigrants lacking permanent legal status to obtain a standard Minnesota driver's license or identification card. This is happening right next door to us, like me here in Wisconsin, right next door, Minnesota. It's happening in Minnesota. Minnesota is giving driver's licenses to people regardless of immigration status. What does that mean? How can this be real? This is America. What is happening in America? Undocumented immigrants should never be able to get a driver's license. Illegal immigrants should never be able to get driver's license. My friends, time for the poll. Time for the poll, my friends. Time for the poll. Give me a few seconds. I'm going to look at my screen on this side. I've got my laptop ready here. I'm going to be looking at the screen because I'm going to be typing up a poll question, and I want you all to vote in the poll. Okay? Vote in the poll. I will write the poll question. Give me 1 second. Illegal immigrants should not be able to get a driver's license. Do you agree? The question is, do you agree? But the statement is, illegal immigrants should not be able to get a driver's license. Do you agree? The options are yes and no. I'm starting the poll. I'm starting the poll, my friends. It is an important poll. Please vote. Please vote. Illegal immigrants should not be able to get a driver's license. Do you agree? My friends, please participate and like this video. 30 likes so far. Let's get it up to 50. Help me reach more people. The more you like this video, the more you give me thumbs up, the greater number of people I can reach through my channel. And I'm trying to spread the message of freedom, my friends. So help me. 49 votes in already. 80% of the people are saying yes, that they agree with me. They agree that illegal immigrants should not be able to get a driver's license. Thank you. My vote is also yes. My vote is also yes, my friends. Illegal immigrants should not be able to get a driver's license. Thank you, my friends. Camp Goer writes, who are you? My name is Tausif Anam, and I'm here to spread the message of freedom. If you want to know more about me, go to my website, tausifanam.net. I would appreciate that. Illegal immigrants should not be able to get a driver's license. Do you agree? Thank you, my friends. Overwhelming number of people are voting yes. They agree with me. They agree with the fact that illegal immigrants should not be able to get a driver's license. You know what that tells me when I see the votes, when I see the number of votes, when I see an overwhelming majority of people voting yes? You know what that tells me? It tells me that there are many freedom-loving Americans watching my channel. many freedom-loving Americans watching my channel. That gives me a lot of joy. Thank you. Thank you, my friends. Let me read your comments here. William Henry writes, I just subscribed. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You know, this is how you can support my channel, my friends. You can support my channel by hitting the like button, by subscribing. When you subscribe, when you hit the like button, it helps me reach more people, and I appreciate that. I have more to discuss, so don't go anywhere. Trump 2024, thank you. Let's see. I'm going to read your comments, so stay here. I have more to talk about. So don't go anywhere, my friends. Lots of comments coming in tonight. Hard for me to keep up, so I appreciate that. Let's see. James writes, just subscribe, keep bringing truth. Thank you so much. Simon writes, people forget how much this election means to the world. That is correct. That is absolutely correct. You know, what happens in the American election, it affects the whole world. Michael Brown is here. Hello, Michael Brown. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. When America has a strong leader like Donald Trump, it helps strengthen our relationship with our allies all over the world. And when we succeed, when our allies succeed, you know, the world becomes a better place. So my friends, we need a strong leader in the White House. We need Donald Trump in the White House. Look what's happening with Joe Biden in office, with Kamala Harris and Joe Biden at the top of the federal government. Look what's happening. There are armed conflicts and unrest in so many different parts of the world. Why is it happening? Why is it happening? Look at Middle East. Look at the Ukraine-Russia war. And there are many other places where there's unrest. Why? Because there's a severe lack of leadership in the White House. If we have a strong president, remember when Trump was in office, no new wars. The world was a much better place. And so if we want peace and stability and prosperity, we have to vote for Donald Trump, my friends. Let's see how many people have voted. 100 votes already. This is amazing. This is amazing. 47 likes on my video. Can we get it to 50? Can I get 3 more likes? Can I get 53 more likes? Can you help me get to 100 likes? Let's do it, my friends. Let's do it. Thank you. So, if you don't believe me, you can actually go on the Minnesota Department of Public Safety's website, where it clearly states that all Minnesota residents can apply for a license under the new DL for All law beginning October 1. The law allows immigrants lacking permanent legal status to obtain a standard Minnesota driver's license or identification card. It is unbelievable. It is shocking how this is happening in America. Undocumented immigrants getting driver's license. This should never be happening. That's why I put that poll question there. illegal immigrants should not be able to get a driver's license. Do you agree? And overwhelmingly, people are saying, yes, I agree. I agree that illegal immigrants should not be able to get a driver's license. My friends, thank you so much. Thank you. Please make your voice heard. Vote in this poll. At the end of the live stream, I'm going to share with you the poll data. Now, let us talk about another state. Okay? I'm going to be talking about another state. I've already talked about the state of Oregon. I've talked about the state of Minnesota, and now I'm going to be talking about a different state. And I want you to pay attention. I want you to pay attention. By the way, does anyone know what state I'm going to talk about now? I'm discussing election integrity. I'm discussing the problems that we have with the voter rolls, the issues with non-citizens voting. I've talked about Oregon. I've talked about Minnesota. I'm going to be talking about another state now. Do you know which one? Do you know which one? A viewer writes Kansas. Aaron writes Pennsylvania. Cam Gore writes Arizona. Aaron writes California. Dennis writes Colorado. Mario writes Arizona. Nope. Can you make a few more guesses? Okay, so clue. The state that I'm going to talk about now is a state that has a Republican governor. Republican governor. Okay, that's the clue. Barbecue Pitmaster writes Texas, not Texas. A viewer writes Hawaii. Brian writes bet it ain't Tennessee. Okay. Tracy writes Texas. Amanda writes Ohio. Wyoming, Texas, Ohio, Texas, Florida, Illinois, Florida, Ohio. Nope. A viewer writes Wisconsin. Well, I'm going to talk about Wisconsin a little later. But before that, I'm going to talk about another state. It's in the eastern part of the country. So there's your clue. Another clue. South Carolina. Nope. No, Utah is not in the east. Delaware. No. You're getting close. Virginia. Cam Gore writes Virginia. I am going to talk about Virginia now. So great guess. Great guess. Let's talk about Virginia, my friends. Right now, we have a wonderful governor in Virginia, Glenn Youngkin. Do you like Glenn Youngkin? We have a wonderful governor in Virginia. I am a huge fan of Glenn Youngkin. Do you like Glenn Youngkin? Do you like Glenn Youngkin? Let me know. I really like him. Actually, I did talk about Glenn Youngkin when we didn't know who the running mate would be for Trump. So we were discussing different names. We talked about Kristi Noem. We talked about Ron DeSantis. We talked about Vivek Ramaswamy, Byron Donalds, Tim Scott. We talked about, obviously Doug Burgum was there, J.D. Vance was there, and also Glenn Youngkin. People were also wondering, like, is it going to be Glenn Youngkin? Because obviously Glenn Youngkin, he's such a successful governor. Such a successful governor. And so, I've talked about Glenn Youngkin before. What a wonderful governor. He's a real leader. He's a real leader. And actually, I'm just going back in the past a little bit. Okay, so I was so happy when Glenn Youngkin won the election. Freedom-loving Americans all over the country were very happy when Glenn Youngkin became the governor of Virginia. Okay? What an amazing victory that was. Do you remember that election, 2021, when Glenn Youngkin won? It was wonderful. So I asked the question, do you like Glenn Youngkin? The Journey to Justice writes, yes, LOL. Debbie writes, yes, I like him. Let's see. I'm trying to keep up with all the comments here. Hold on. A viewer writes Trump 2024. It's amazing to see Trump 2024. Just keep writing Trump 2024. So yeah, Glenn Youngkin, wonderful governor. By the way, those who don't know about him, I see a few comments here that say, don't know much about him. You can look him up. He's a Republican governor of Virginia, Glenn Youngkin. He won the election in 2021, and he's doing great work. He's doing great work in Virginia. And here's what Glenn Youngkin, the Republican governor of Virginia, recently said. This great governor, Glenn Youngkin, said that since he took office, and the governor before Glenn Youngkin was a Democrat, okay, just so you know. So there was a Democrat governor, then Glenn Youngkin took office, he won. And since Glenn Youngkin took office, Virginia has discovered and removed more than 6,000 non-citizen registered voters from voting rolls. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? Thankfully, we have Glenn Youngkin in Virginia, and he is working very hard to ensure election integrity. If you missed what I said, I'm going to repeat that again, okay? Glenn Youngkin said that since he took office, Virginia has discovered and removed more than 6,000 non-citizen registered voters from voting rolls. And I'm so glad that we have Glenn Youngkin to fix this problem. So, Glenn Youngkin, what did he do? He signed an executive order. Glenn Youngkin signed an executive order, okay? It's executive order number 35, and that executive order mandates all paper ballots for the presidential election in Virginia. Do you like that? Do you like that? Paper ballots. Do you like paper ballots? If you care about election integrity, do you support paper ballots? Do you like paper ballots? Say yes if you like paper ballots, my friends. Thomas writes yes. Thank you. Simon writes yes. Thank you, Simon. Thank you. Cam Gore writes yes. Respect 420 writes, oh, you write no. Respect 420. Okay. Donetta writes yes. Brian writes yes. Thank you. JR writes yes. So, 100% paper ballot with strict chain of custody. Virginia will use counting machines, not voting machines. The counting machines are not connected to the internet. And also, the governor of Virginia, Glenn Youngkin, said that in Virginia, they verify the legal presence and identity of voters using DMV data and other trusted data sources to update the voter rolls daily, not only adding new voters, but also scrubbing the lists to remove those who should not be on the list. For example, those who are deceased, those who have moved, and non-citizens who either accidentally or maliciously attempted to register to vote. So those names are removed. Those names are removed. Okay, so that's what the governor of Virginia said. That the state verifies the legal presence and identity of voters using DMV data and other trusted data sources to update the voter rolls daily, not only adding new voters, but also scrubbing the lists to remove those who should not be on the list. So this is what Virginia is doing, and I'm going to read to you a paragraph, a short paragraph, and these are the words from Governor Glenn Youngkin. The governor said, And this is his quote: "The Virginia model for election security works. This isn't a Democrat or Republican issue, it's an American and Virginian issue. Every legal vote deserves to be counted without being watered down by illegal votes or inaccurate machines. In Virginia, we don't play games, and our model for election security is working." Those are the words from the governor of Virginia. The reason why there are such strong steps being taken in Virginia to ensure election integrity, to ensure election security, is because the state has a Republican governor. That's why we must elect Republicans as governors, because the Republican governors, they want to ensure election integrity. Okay? James writes, "I'm from Virginia. I thank you for this information because I didn't know it." Well, James, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that. And you know, my friends, I always say this, and I'll say it again. I am very grateful to each and every one of you for your support, for liking this channel, for giving this video a thumbs up, for watching my videos, for subscribing, for helping me spread my message. I appreciate each and every one of you. So thank you. Thanks for your support. Okay, overwhelming support. I'm very grateful, my friends. I'm gonna take a few seconds break, and I'll be back doing the live stream again. Okay. Jeff is writing, "You're spreading misinformation." Jeff, you're spreading misinformation. I'm not spreading misinformation, Jeff. I'm spreading the truth, Jeff. I'm spreading accurate information, Jeff. I'm sharing with you all the facts. You know why, Jeff? Because I always say that I believe in the power of the truth. I'm going to write it, Jeff. I'm going to write it. Not only am I saying it, I'm going to write it. I believe. Hold on. I believe in the power of the truth. I believe in the power of the truth. I wrote it, Jeff. Read it, Jeff. I believe in the power of the truth. Do you believe in the power of the truth? If you do, please give this video a like. Give it a thumbs up. Write it in the chat window. Is it Jeff Bows? Jeff Bose? Jeff, I'm referring to Jeff who said, oh, Jeff is writing Trump lost and everybody knows it. Jeff, what I'm going to tell you now, and this is the optimism in me, and this is the enthusiasm in me. This is my strong belief that I'm going to share with you, Jeff. Trump is going to win. He is going to be the president again. When Trump is in the White House, he is going to make America great again. What is he going to do? He's going to make America great again. I wrote that, Jeff, and others. You can look at it. Pablo, you can see it too, Pablo. See, I wrote make America great again. A viewer writes, yes, Trump 2024. So a viewer writes, what did Trump do last 4 years? A viewer named Easy A. So Easy A is asking, what did Trump do the last 4 years? My friends, do you want me to answer that question? Do you want me to answer that question? Do you want me to answer the question that Easy A just asked me? What did Trump do the last 4 years? Do you want me to answer the question? Easy A, Easy A. Let me ask you a question. What did Biden Harris do the last 4 years? You know what Biden Harris did the last 4 years? Biden Harris engaged in reckless spending along with the Washington Democrats. So Biden Harris, along with the Washington Democrats, engaged in reckless spending, which is why we have inflation. You know what else Biden Harris did? You know, they caused devastation in the economy. They caused devastation in the energy sector, which is why we have such high gas prices, which is why our electricity bill has gone up, our heating bill, home heating bill has gone up. This is what Biden Harris did the last 4 years. You asked me what Trump did the last 4 years. Trump was not in the office the last 4 years. Biden Harris, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris were in office the last 4 years. And what did they do? They caused havoc in this economy. They caused economic destruction. Because of the Biden-Harris policies, the middle class is shrinking. Because of the Biden-Harris policies, we have the open border and illegal immigrants are coming in. They're crossing the Rio Grande. They're jumping over the fence. They're coming here. They're disregarding our nation's immigration laws. Our border patrol agents, hardworking border patrol agents cannot keep up with the flood, the massive flood of illegal immigrants who are coming in. And you know why? Because the Biden-Harris administration refuses to secure our border. They refuse to secure our border. So you're asking me, Easy A, what did Trump do the last 4 years? The last 4 years, Trump is not in the office. The last 4 years, Trump is not in the office, but I can tell you what Trump is going to do when he's elected again. He's going to make America great again. He's going to make America strong again. He's going to make America prosperous again. He's going to make America safe again. And he is going to make America energy independent again. He's going to fight inflation. He's going to make sure that people have economic opportunity. He's going to make sure that we have a strong labor force. He's going to make sure that we are enforcing our nation's immigration laws. He's going to make sure that we strengthen our relationship with our global allies. He's going to make sure that we support the men and women of the military. He's going to make sure that we support the men and women of law enforcement. He's going to make our neighborhoods safe again. He's going to make our states safe again. He's going to make our country safe again. Do you agree with me, my friends? Do you agree with me? If you agree with me, please show your support. Write Trump 2024. Write that you agree with me. Thank you, my friends. Thank you, my friends. I see support. I see support. Paul is supporting me. Thomas 9999 is supporting me. Cam Goar 1 writes Trump 2024. Kitty Hawk writes yes. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Ellie writes Trump 2024. Username writes yes. Thank you so much. Thank you. Michael Brown writes Trump 2024. Michael Brown. Always wonderful to see you, Michael Brown. Thank you for your support, Michael Brown. Claudia Greenwood. Thank you, Claudia, for your support. Claudia writes yes, yes, yes. Thank you, Claudia. Thank you. Amanda. Amanda is here. Amanda, thank you so much for your support, Amanda. Always, thank you. The Cat writes Trump 2024. Jeremy writes Trump 2024. Kitty Hawk writes, thank you for speaking up. Kitty Hawk, this is what I think we should all do. We should speak up. We should be fearless. We should express our thoughts. We should express our views. No fear, because we are patriots. We are Americans, proud Americans, and we want to elect our leader, Donald Trump, so together we can all make America great again, my friends. Thank you for your overwhelming support. Yam Kong writes, yes, yes, Trump 24 again. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, my friends. 68 likes on this video. Can we get it up to 100, my friends? Can we get it up to 100? James writes, Trump 2024. Duarte writes, when did you come to America, brother? Duarte, let me tell you, I came to the United States as a legal immigrant, and I'm going to spell legal. Legal, right here on the chat screen. You can see it. Legal immigrant. I came to the United States as a legal immigrant in 2007. I worked hard. I studied. I paid taxes. Followed the law. And in 2014, I became a naturalized U.S. citizen. I'm a proud American, Duarte. Duarte, I'm answering your question, Duarte. Duarte, are you listening to me? I came to the United States in 2007, became a citizen in 2014. One of the happiest days of my life. Duarte writes, yes, sir, we love legal immigrants. Thank you. Thank you for your support. My friends, we are an immigrant-friendly country. We welcome immigrants as long as they come here legally. That's the key word. If somebody asks you, what is the key word? When we discuss immigration, the key word is legally. Legally. People will have to come to the United States legally. Not by crossing the Rio Grande, not by crossing the southern border. People will have to come here legally. And I, as a legal immigrant, I, as a naturalized U.S. citizen, I will continue to spread the message of peace, prosperity, and freedom. We love legal immigration, not illegal immigration. We oppose illegal immigration. We support legal immigration. Legal. Gotta do it legally. Gotta do it legally. My friends, the reason why there are such strong steps being taken in Virginia to ensure election integrity is because the state has a Republican governor. But what about Democrat-run states? What about the states with Democrat governors? Let me talk about Wisconsin. I am in Wisconsin, you know that, right? Right at this very moment, as I'm speaking to you, as I'm sitting in front of my phone, I'm live streaming. You know where I am? I'm in Wisconsin. I'm in the city of Madison, in the state of Wisconsin. And I can tell you right here in Wisconsin, the Democrats are trying to extend driver's license eligibility to the illegal immigrants. Can you believe that it is happening in Wisconsin? The Democrats are trying their best to try to extend driver's license eligibility to the illegal immigrants. The illegal immigrants. And who are the illegal immigrants? They are here illegally. They're not supposed to be here. They're not supposed to be here. Foreign nationals who violated our nation's immigration laws. Who are the illegal immigrants? They are foreign nationals. They are foreign nationals who are here in our country without authorization. They are here illegally. They're not supposed to be here. They are violating our nation's immigration laws. They don't have any respect for American laws. They don't have any respect for our immigration laws. They are here illegally. They just want to be here and get free stuff. So, and why do I say that? You can see it in Chicago, my friends. You can see it in New York. You can see it in San Francisco. How the illegal immigrants are absorbing our tax dollars, American tax dollars. And you know who's helping them? The Democrats, the far left Democrats, are taking our American tax dollars and giving those dollars. By our, I mean us, the Americans. You know, people in Chicago. People in Chicago are suffering because their tax dollars are being taken away, and using those tax dollars, the Democrat elected officials, the mayor, the city council members, they're approving more and more services for the migrants using American tax dollars. Same in New York, same in California. American tax dollars are being used to fund more and more and more and more services for the migrants. And the migrants are enjoying free stuff while American citizens are suffering. Carter writes, vote Trump. Vote for Trump, my friends. 83 likes, 84 likes on this video already. Can we get it up to 100? Can we get it up to 100, my friends? Please support this channel. Help me spread my message of freedom. As I was saying, right here in Wisconsin, the Democrats right here in my state, they're trying to extend driver's license eligibility to the illegal immigrants. But thank God that we have a Republican majority in the state legislature. We have a Republican majority in the state Senate. We have a Republican majority in the state assembly here in Wisconsin, the Badger State, America's Dairyland. Right here in Wisconsin, we have a Republican majority in the state legislature. And that's why the Democrats have not been successful in their efforts. Here's what I think. Illegal immigrants should never be allowed to get a driver's license. And that's why I want to hear your thoughts. And that's why I asked the poll question. 525 votes already. The question is, illegal immigrants should not be able to get a driver's license. Do you agree? Ask yourself the question, are you a freedom-loving American? And if you are a freedom-loving American, would you ever support the idea that an illegal immigrant could get a driver's license? No. So that's why I wrote, illegal immigrants should not be able to get a driver's license. Do you agree? If you are a freedom-loving American, you're going to say yes. You're going to say, yes, Tausif, I agree that we should never give driver's license to illegal immigrants. Okay, my friends, let me look at the chat window here. Let me see. The True Patriot writes, Trump 2024. Thank you. One Texas Miner writes, yes, I agree. Thank you so much. Thank you, my friends. If you are a freedom-loving American like me, in that poll that I have, you're going to vote yes. You're going to vote yes. If you are a freedom-loving American, you're going to vote yes. 74% yes votes. 553 votes in. 74% says yes. That's awesome. Thank you. Keith writes, proud of your content, bro. Thank you, Keith. Thank you. Thank you. And if you want to support my channel, please hit the like button. That's all you have to do. All you have to do is click right here. Just click the like button, give this video a thumbs up, and also subscribe. I would appreciate if you subscribe if you have not subscribed yet. What happens when you subscribe? The next time I start a live stream, you're likely going to get a notification so you can tune in. Okay? Thank you, my friends. Let's see. I'm going to read some comments. One Texas Miner writes, I subscribe. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Nick T writes, YouTube sends me here. Thank you. Well, I'm glad YouTube sends you here. Okay, I'm glad you're here. Claudia writes, I'm subscribed. Thank you. The Journey to Justice writes, like, subscribe, and share. The Journey to Justice has been here with, tuned in for this live stream since I started the live stream over an hour ago. So the Journey to Justice, I thank you for your support. My friends, I'm going to take a little break so I can read all of your comments. Okay? So stay here with me. I'm not going anywhere. You shouldn't go anywhere either. T-Money writes, are you a citizen? Yes, T-Money. I'm a proud American citizen. I am. I'm an American citizen. Naturalized American citizen. One Texas Miner writes, looks like you're getting your 100 likes. I would love that. I would love that. 98 likes. Can we get it up to 100? Can we get it up to 100? Let's do it, my friends. Thank you. 99 likes. Just one more. One more. Thank you. All right, let's see. Keith, I see your kind comment. Keith Roberts. Thank you, Keith. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for supporting this channel. See, I believe that we have to be fearless in expressing our thoughts. Fearless, and that's why I do these live streams. I mean, these are unedited. You understand that, right? These are unedited. If I publish a video, like a pre-recorded video, there's an opportunity to sit down and record a video and to review it again. And to, if you don't like it, you can do it again. You can do some edits. But when I do these live streams, these are unedited. Whatever I say is on record. People are watching me. It's on record. It's being recorded. It's going to be available on YouTube. And it's unedited. It's genuine. It's just whatever I have on my mind, I'm sharing with you in real time. In real time. Keith Roberts is asking me, where are you from, brother? Keith, I'm originally from Bangladesh. Bangladesh is a country in South Asia. I was born and raised in Bangladesh, in the city of Dhaka, which is the capital city. That's where I was born and raised. I came to the United States as a legal immigrant in 2007, and I became a naturalized American citizen in 2014. So that's my journey in a nutshell. But if you want to know more about me, my friends, what I'm going to do is actually, I have a website. If you type my name in a search engine, let's say you go to Google and type my name, you are going to find my website. But what I can also do is post a link to my website over here. So you can click on it. I'm going to pin the message Okay, I'm going to pin the message. So you can see the pinned message. It shows tausifanam.net. That's my website, okay? You can click on it. Once you are on my website, you'll be able to read my bio, a little bit about me. You can see my blog posts. You can see my published opinions. You'll find my podcast. I also have a podcast. Um, so those are podcasts that I record, um, and those are pre-recorded and then published. I'm not able to I'm sitting here at my desk, but what I'm going to show you is, hold on. So I do my live streams from my phone. So right here, I've got my phone. The reason I look in this direction is because I've got my laptop next to me. So I'm live streaming using my phone, but I've got my laptop where I can read all of your comments. So this is live, this is genuine, this is unedited. Whatever's in my heart, I just say this. But I also have a podcast, which is a slightly different format. So my podcast is where I pick a topic and I record an episode. It could be like a 15-minute episode. It could be a 30-minute, 45-minute episode. It could be long. It could be short, depending on, depending on how much I have to say about that topic. So you'll be able to see my microphone here. So this is my professional podcast recording microphone. Actually, this is a really good microphone. You can probably tell it's a professional one. They use these microphones in like radio stations and stuff. So it's a professional mic. So when I record my podcast episodes, I use this professional microphone. So this captures the audio. It's actually a Shure SM7B. Somebody wrote Shure 58B. No, it's actually an SM7B. Okay. So I record my podcast episodes. So the audio is recorded using my professional microphone, and then my podcast is available in podcast directories, right? But then when I record the podcast episodes, the audio, I also have my camera on. So what I do with the video version of my podcast episode is I put it on my YouTube channel. So with regard to my podcast, you can listen to the audio version. It's available in podcast directories. But you can also watch the video version, okay? But the video version has the audio, if you want to hear the, how do I explain it? If you want to hear the crisp sound recorded using this professional microphone, you got to listen to the audio version. When you watch the video version, it's just like this. This is the sound quality you're going to get. But, what really matters is the content. So if you want to hear my thoughts, you can either watch my live streams, you can listen to my podcast, you can do both. All right, you're going to hear a variety of topics. The other thing I want to highlight, and this is something that my regular viewers already know about me, is that I write letters to editors and op-eds. Okay, I write a lot. In fact, I have written more than 100 letters to editors and op-eds that have been published. So if you go to my website, which I have pinned here on the live chat window, tausifanam.net, if you click on it, there is a section called Published Opinions. And if you click on the Published Opinions, you are going to see a list of 109 published opinions. These are letters to editors and op-eds that I have written that have been published in numerous newspapers. Okay? So, for example, USA Today, Boston Globe, the Philadelphia Inquirer, Pittsburgh Post-Gazette, Chicago Tribune, Milwaukee Journal Sentinel, Wisconsin State Journal, La Crosse Tribune, the Western Journal, the Washington Times, Washington Examiner, and there are others, okay? So these are all publications where my writings appeared, and you can see the chronological list. So starting in 2019 and all the way to 2024, you're going to see a long list of 109 writings. And so not only do I have my blog, I also send my writings to newspapers that get published. I also have my podcast, and I also do these live streams. Okay. And I think the live streams, this is the most fun part, because this is me, unedited, absolutely genuine, and I'm always real. Whatever I write from my heart. Whatever I put on my blog post, those are my views, those are my thoughts. But what's different about the live stream is this is like unedited. This is me live. You can ask me any question. I'm going to try to respond directly in real time. Obviously, because of the volume of questions I get, I'm not able to respond to each and every question, right? But I like the engagement, because I'm not the only one. I'm the only one on camera here, but I'm speaking. But then you also have the opportunity to ask questions and share your thoughts. So I view this as a dialogue, right? By the way, I must highlight one thing. I have done more than 140 live streams since January, okay? More than 140. Out of these 140 live streams, I've done 13, I think 13, over a dozen. I think the exact number is 13, 1-3. 13 live streams in which I had guests. And my guests have been congressional candidates, former and current elected officials in Wisconsin, conservative leaders in Wisconsin. So I've had some really wonderful guests who came, and it was an interview format. I asked questions and they answered. I asked about their campaigns. I asked about their priorities if they get elected, and for any current elected official, I asked about, okay, what are your accomplishments so far? What do you wish to do in the future? I asked them about ongoing political and social issues, legislative issues. So you can watch all of those. Those are all available on my channel. I appreciate that. Okay, so please support this channel, and all you have to do is subscribe and hit the like button. That's all. That's all. If you want to support my channel, that's all I'm asking for. And please, I understand people have questions about me. You want to know more about me. Especially if you're here for the first time, you want to know, okay, I see a guy doing a live stream. Okay, who is he? I want to know more about him. Okay, his name is Tassif, but who is this guy? I know he's from Wisconsin. That's what he says, but I want to know more about him. All you do is go and check out my website, all right? John writes, tell us who you support. John, I'm a Republican. I'm a conservative. I support Trump 2024. I support Donald Trump. Donald Trump. Okay. All right, my friends, let me look at the live chat window here. And I've already completed my tea. This is my Wisconsin teacup. You may have seen it. So my cup is empty because I've already finished my tea, but I'm still thirsty. So now I'm gonna drink water. I have water here. All right, let me look at the live chat window here. Jarul writes, Tassif is a Trump 2024 man. Respect. Absolutely. We love Trump 2024. Trump 2024. Okay. Cam Gore writes, the cup is cute. It is a very nice cup. It is a very nice cup. Actually, it's from Starbucks. You see? It says Starbucks. It's a Starbucks cup. But it's a Wisconsin special. So there are a couple different versions of this. I think there's one that has more red, and then I actually have two. So I have this greenish one that says Wisconsin. I have another one which also is a Wisconsin theme, but it has a different design. Okay. Uh, I've seen like four different versions of Wisconsin, like Starbucks cup, but with a Wisconsin theme. Four different versions. I just have two. I may end up getting the other two also. Let's see. J-Man writes, I look forward to your live stream every day. I've been watching it for a while. Keep it up. Thank you. I think since August 31st, I have been doing a live stream every night, if I'm not mistaken. Every night. Okay. So I'll try to do it every night. And I am very, very passionate about this. I'm very passionate about this. I obviously have a very busy day. During the day I'm working, and then I've got my personal things that I need to take care of at home. And then every night I do a live stream because you know what? I'm very eager to share what's in my mind, especially when it comes to social and political issues. I want to share my thoughts. I want to share my views. As I said, I'm genuine. These live streams are real time, unedited. So whatever you're hearing from me, it's all genuine. It comes from my heart. And so I really enjoy doing it. And most of my live streams are, it's almost always 1 hour, at least an hour long. But a lot of my live streams have been more than 2 hours long. And how do I get so much of energy to do this? The energy comes from within. And then a lot of the energy I get because I see overwhelming love and support in the live chat window. When people are supporting me, when people are, encouraging me to speak. And I just, you all, trust me, from the bottom of my heart, I'm telling you, your love and your support makes me want to do more live streams. Okay. So that's why please support my channel by hitting the thumbs up, subscribing, so that I can do more of these. I appreciate that. All right. By the way, I have 2,626 subscribers right now. 2,626. Can I get to 2,650? Can I get 24 more subscribers? Can we do that? I know there are almost 100 people watching right now. Can I get 24 more subscribers? John writes, subscribe. Thank you, John. Thank you. Before I end the stream, if I can get, at this point, 23 more subscribers, I would appreciate that. All right. All right, my friends. Let's see. Okay, let me change the screen so I can read more of your comments. Amanda writes, I subscribed just now. Thank you, Amanda. Cam Gore writes, I subscribe. Thank you. Thomas9999 writes, I subscribe. Thank you, Thomas. Tori is here. Hello, Tori. Thank you for always supporting my channel. Larry writes, I will never subscribe. Vote blue. Larry is saying, I will never subscribe. Vote blue. My friends, Larry is telling me that Larry is never going to subscribe. So, can we have a show of support? And can you subscribe and help me get to 2,650? Larry is saying Larry is never going to subscribe. But I know I have a lot of supporters, a lot of viewers, a lot of freedom-loving Americans, okay, who are watching right now. So can you help me get to my fellow Americans, my freedom-loving friends, Can you help me get to 2,650? I need 21 more subscribers to get there. So I would appreciate it. Support my channel, my friends. Support my channel. Trump 2024. Chelsea writes, are you single? Chelsea, yes, Chelsea, I'm single. Amanda writes, Amanda, thank you for being here. Let's read your comment. Amanda writes, why is Larry here? Good question, Amanda. Sassy writes, from 2024. All right. Jeffrey Thomas Smith writes, there's your subscription. Thank you, Jeffrey. The True Patriot writes, from 2024. Let's see. Salted Fishing writes, Trump 2024. That's awesome. That's awesome. A viewer writes, woman for Trump. Awesome. Jerry writes, are you a legal citizen? Yes, obviously, I'm a legal citizen. I'm a naturalized citizen. Okay. Greg writes, Alabama for Trump. We love Alabama. Alabama is going to vote for Trump. Definitely. We love Alabama. We love Alabama. We love Trump. And Alabama is going to vote for Trump. Jerry writes, can we see your documents? Jerry wants to see my documents. Jerry, I'm gonna give you something really interesting here, which I've shared before. Jerry, I'm gonna be sharing a video link with you, okay, in the live chat. Get ready to click on it as soon as I share it, okay? Get ready to click on it, Jerry. Jerry, I'm telling you, Jerry, get ready to click on a link that I'm going to share with you. And if you watch that video, I think that's going to answer your question, Jerry. Jerry, are you here? Where are you, Jerry? All right. Watch this video, Jerry. Okay? It's a small documentary. It's a small video of my naturalization ceremony. You can see my ceremony, Jerry. Take a look at it. Okay. A viewer writes, wait, so why haven't you fixed your teeth yet? My friends, is there something wrong with my teeth? You don't like my face? You don't like my teeth? Do you think there's something wrong with my teeth? I've seen that comment before. Is there something wrong with my teeth? If there's nothing wrong with my teeth, write no. Or you can write your teeth are fine. Okay. Selena writes, you run for office. Thank you. I'm not on the ballot in 2024, but who knows what the future has, right? Amanda writes, your teeth are great. Thank you. Salted Fishing writes no. Thank you. Maggie writes no. John writes no. James writes no. Thank you. So I asked the question, is there something wrong with my teeth? And everyone who's saying no is basically saying that there's nothing wrong with my teeth, okay? J-Man writes, I'll vote for you. Thank you, J-Man. I appreciate it. I appreciate the vote of confidence. Thank you. Thank you. Priscilla writes, you're fine. Thank you, Priscilla. I appreciate that. Amanda writes, you're a nice looking man. Well, I love the compliment, Amanda. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. Jeff writes, no, your teeth are fine. Thank you. Sassy is laughing. Sassy, you're laughing. I can see it, Sassy. Sassy is laughing. Girlina writes, you have a great smile. Thank you. I am so happy to see all the wonderful compliments. I don't know what to say. I'm speechless. Thank you, my friends. I love you all. You are wonderful. Thank you. Salted Fishing writes Trump 2024. Thank you, my friend. So, as I was saying, in Wisconsin, just because we have a Republican majority in the state Senate and we also have a Republican majority in the state assembly, that's the only reason why the Democrats have not succeeded. They have not succeeded in extending driver's license eligibility to illegal immigrants. We have a Republican majority. We have a Republican majority in the state legislature. That's why the Democrats have not succeeded in giving illegal immigrants driver's license. Okay? But we have a Democrat governor, and that's a problem. There's a problem. We have a Democrat governor. That is the problem. But the good thing is we have a Republican majority in the state legislature. I love the Republican majority in the state legislature. Okay? The Journey to Justice, right? Seattle, Wisconsin. So in Wisconsin, it is important for us to hold on to the Republican majority in the state legislature. We have to grow the size of the Republican majority in the state legislature. So Jeffrey writes, did you back Walker? I supported Scott Walker. Absolutely. In 2018, I voted for Walker. In 2014, I could not vote because I became a U.S. citizen after the November 2014 election. So I could not vote in the November 2014 election, okay? I became a U.S. citizen in late November. But I was able to vote for Walker in 2018. Jeffrey writes, you came here under Obama. No, Jeffrey, I came here when Bush was in the office, President Bush, okay? Because I came to the US in 2007. And who was the president in 2007? It was Bush. I came here as a legal immigrant. When I came to the United States, when I landed on US soil for the first time, when I landed in New York in 2007, who was the leader in the White House? Who was the leader in the White House? It was President Bush. It was George Bush, my friends. It was George Bush when I came to the United States. Okay? So anyone who's saying that I came here when Obama was in office, I don't know what you're trying to prove, but that's wrong. Okay, that's wrong. Obama was not in office. Obama was not the president. I came here in 2007 when Bush was the president. Let's see. Amanda writes, inflation is due to government spending. That is absolutely correct, Amanda. Inflation is happening because of reckless government spending that the Democrats are doing. They are responsible. Who's responsible for inflation? You know, Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, and the Democrats. So when Kamala Harris tries to say, oh, I'm going to create an opportunity economy. When Kamala Harris says, I'm going to create an opportunity economy, what does she mean by that? What was she doing the last 3.5+ years? She's acting like the newcomer in the race. She's acting like the outsider in the race. She's not. She is the vice president right now. And we are suffering because of inflation with Kamala Harris in office. Greg writes, welcome to America, my friend. Thank you so much. You know, every time I talk about my immigration journey, some people say, oh, you came here under Obama. You came here under Obama. You know, I don't know what that is supposed to mean. But just for your information, I came here when Bush was in office. So I just want to make it clear, okay? Obama became the president afterwards, okay? Um, let's see. Brian writes, thanks for working hard and doing it the right way. Thank you. Jay Hood writes, you came here legally. I did. I came here legally. Teresa writes, it doesn't matter who was in the office. Yeah, Teresa, I never mentioned that really. Yeah, because, I'm thinking, okay, well, I came here legally. Okay, I did my part. But people point out, oh, you came here when Obama was in office. And then I have to correct the record and I have to say, no, I came here when Bush was in office. Okay, in 2007, Bush was in office. I became a citizen in 2014. Obviously, Obama was in office in 2014. But I'm not saying that, oh, it means something, all right? That Bush was in office then Obama was, yeah, I'm not even, I'm not even, like, I'm not talking about it, but people are quick to tell me, whenever I say became a citizen in 2014, people say, oh, that was when Obama, you came here when Obama was in office. No, I became a citizen in 2014, but I came here in 2007 legally when Bush was in office. So I just have to mention that. But anyway, enough of that. I'm not going to talk about it anymore. So thanks for listening. Jerry's asking me for my papers. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. I've had, and Jerry, this is not a comment directed at you, but I'm just speaking in general terms. Some Democrats have asked me, show us proof that you are a citizen. Show us proof. Show us your passport. Democrats have told me that. Whenever I say I'm a U.S. citizen, I'm a naturalized U.S. citizen, Democrats ask me, show us proof. But then again, the same Democrats don't support voter ID. Okay? Don't support voter ID. I'm not mentioning any names here, but I'm just telling you, there are Democrats. I'm speaking from my experience. I'm telling you that there are Democrats, whenever I say I'm a legal immigrant, I'm a naturalized U.S. citizen, they're going to say, show us your paperwork. But those same Democrats don't support voter ID. I support voter ID. I think we should be required to show an ID to vote. Okay? And here in Wisconsin, thankfully, we have voter ID. So whenever I go and vote, I have to show my ID. But Democrats don't like voter ID. They don't. Okay? Democrats don't like voter ID. But when I, an immigrant, a legal immigrant, a conservative, a Republican, a naturalized U.S. citizen, when I say that I am a citizen, the same Democrats want to see my paperwork. They want to see my paperwork. You know why? Because I'm an immigrant, I'm a conservative, I'm a Republican, and they don't like that. They don't like that. They want to see my paperwork. They want to see my passport and my citizenship paperwork. Whenever I say, they don't like the combination. They don't like the fact that I'm an immigrant and I'm a conservative and I'm a Republican, that I support Trump. They don't like that combination. So they want to see my paperwork. But then on the other hand, the Democrats also want to get rid of voter ID. The Democrats want people to go and vote without showing ID. Thankfully, here in Wisconsin, we have voter ID. We have voter ID law. Thank God. We have, you know why we have voter ID? Because of the Republicans. Because of the Republicans. If the Democrats controlled the legislature with the Democrat governor, they would get rid of voter ID. They would just get rid of voter ID just like that. But we will not let that happen. We will not let that happen. And that's why here in Wisconsin, we need to make sure that the Republicans keep the majority in the state legislature, both in the Senate, state Senate, and in the state assembly. And also, in 2026, there's going to be a gubernatorial election. We had an amazing Republican governor. Sadly, the Republican governor did not win re-election in 2018. And so since January of 2019, we've had a Democrat governor, the same Democrat governor who won re-election in 2022. But hopefully in 2016, when the next gubernatorial election is going to take place, hopefully in that election in November 2026, I'm hoping that we will be able to regain the governor's office by winning the gubernatorial election. Okay, I understand some of you may be saying, hey, you're jumping ahead. We're talking about 2024 and you're talking about 2026. Well, you have to keep 2026 in mind. Time flies really fast, just like that. You know, in the wink of an eye, we're going to be in November 2024. In the wink of an eye, we'll be in 2025. And just like that, we'll be in 2026. So we have to think ahead. Let me see some comments. Musing writes, you voting for Trump or Harris? I'm voting for Trump. I am voting for Trump. Absolutely. Let's see. More comments. My friends, please subscribe if you have not done so already. I would appreciate that. By the way, I need eight more subscribers to get to 2,650. So can I get 8 more subscribers, my friends? Can I get 8 more subscribers? I would appreciate it if I can get 8 more subscribers. Steve writes, thank you for doing it the right way. Thank you. Greg writes, I subscribe. Thank you, Greg. So, I need 6 more subscribers. So hopefully by the end of this live stream, I'll be at 2,650. That'll be awesome. Okay. Turbo writes, if I could subscribe a second and third time, I would. Thank you, Turbo. The fact that you said that, I mean, that tells me that you're strongly supporting me. Thank you so much. Claudia writes, glad you're here. Thank you. Amanda writes, talk about Wisconsin politics. All right, Amanda. I am going to talk about Wisconsin politics. So, by the way, Amanda, are you in Wisconsin? You definitely have an interest in Wisconsin politics. But just let me know if you are a Wisconsin resident. You know, I like to get to know my viewers. So anytime you want to share where you're from, that would be great. You don't have to, but it's up to you. A viewer writes, MAGA, just sub. Thank you. Thank you. Brandon writes, I live in Wisconsin. All right, Brandon. The Journey to Justice writes, Wisconsin rocks. Wisconsin does rock. Wisconsin is awesome. All right. Let's see. With Amanda writes, however, I support patriots. Thank you for supporting patriots. Okay, let's do this real quick real quick survey here. Okay, let's see where the viewers are all from. Okay, so I am writing I am in Wisconsin. Just write where you are from, what state. So let's see where the viewers are watching from. Okay, I wrote I am in Wisconsin. Turbo writes Texas here. Oh, we love Texas. We all love Texas. Amanda writes not moving, love Texas. All right, Amanda. We love Texas too. Bay writes I'm from Puerto Rico. All right. That aviator writes Texas. Okay. Another viewer writes Florida. So Florida, Texas, both amazing places. Bubbles writes New Mexico. All right, New Mexico. Okay. I may be missing some of your comments because it's moving really fast. Jeffrey's from Iowa. Claudia from North Carolina. Musing from Oregon. California. Arizona. Lots of different places. Washington State. Waukesha, Wisconsin. I'm trying to keep up with all the responses. Sorry if I missed any. Southern California. Okay. All right. West Virginia. Okay. Oma writes, I'm originally from West Virginia, but now I'm in Georgia. Okay, so we've got Georgia, Massachusetts. We've got Massachusetts here. Okay. A viewer writes, why should I tell you? You don't have to tell me. A viewer is writing, why should I tell you? You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. That's okay. All right. Okay, all right. Missouri. Missouri is here. Oh, we love Missouri. Missouri is a wonderful state. Stephen writes, keep up the good work, bro. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, I need just 5 more subscribers. Hopefully I get, I'm just hoping. If I don't get 5 more subscribers, that's okay. But if I get 5 more, it'll be 2,650. It's just going to be a nice milestone, right? Okay. All right. So talking about Wisconsin, Wisconsin is a battleground state. We know that Wisconsin is a battleground this election. So is Michigan. So is Pennsylvania, so is Georgia, so is Arizona, and some people are saying North Carolina, although I like to believe that North Carolina is going to vote for Trump overwhelmingly, but some are saying it's a battleground state. So coming back to the main point, right here in Wisconsin, thankfully, we have a Republican majority in the state legislature, which I've already repeated. If we did not have a Republican majority in the state legislature, the Democrats would extend driver's license eligibility to illegal immigrants. And it's a problem when illegal immigrants are able to get driver's license like they get in Minnesota, okay? So that's a problem. And my friends, let's understand this. This is America. We are a country of law and order. Why should illegal immigrants be able to get a driver's license in America? They should not be able to get a driver's license in America. But that's what the Democrats want. The Democrats, they want to give all kinds of benefits and resources to illegal immigrants. Okay? They want to give free housing. They want to give free food. They want to give free medical care. They want to give driver's license to illegal immigrants. And so you just have to wonder, why do the Democrats prioritize illegal immigrants and not American citizens? Why do the Democrats prioritize foreign nationals who came into our country illegally. And so that's why, my friends, going back to the original question, will the 2024 presidential election be free and fair? I am concerned. I'm very much concerned when I hear that, like in a place like Minnesota, illegal immigrants can get driver's license. I shared with you news from Oregon. I shared with you news from obviously Minnesota. Okay. I'm glad that in Virginia, Glenn Youngkin is fixing the problems. Okay. Because before Glenn Youngkin, there was a Democrat governor. So when Glenn Youngkin, the Republican, came in, he is doing the best that he can to fix the problems and to ensure election integrity and election security. So I'm glad that Glenn Youngkin is there, and that's why we need more Republican governors in America. Okay, so if you are, I asked you a question: what state are you in? If there's a race, if there's a gubernatorial race in your state, if you are an American voter, and if there is a gubernatorial race in the state where you live, it is important. Just know this. It is important to vote for Republican candidates for governor. Okay, solid conservatives vote for Republican candidates for governor. We need more Republican candidates. We need more Republican governors in America. Okay, that's very important. All right. Wow, we're getting close to 2-hour time mark. It's amazing how time flies, my friends. By the way, I'm going to share with you some good news. I am now at 2,652 subscribers. Okay, so you all have helped me get to 2,650 subscribers and beyond. So I appreciate all your support. Thank you so very much for the overwhelming support. Somebody here earlier in the live stream said, unsubscribe or never subscribe, something like that. But you all have shown me how much you support me. So from the bottom of my heart, I thank you for your support, my friends. So we're getting close to 2-hour time mark, and you have helped me reach the 2,650 subscriber mark and then go beyond. So thank you. Janet writes, you're welcome. Thank you so much. Flame Train writes, I just subbed. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, my friends. So Amanda writes, good job. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your support. Yem Kong writes, anyway, congrats. Thank you, Yem Kong. I appreciate it. And by the way, I'm just going to, because I can see some different numbers here on my end, so YouTube has a dashboard that I can see. The number that you see on your screen in terms of the number of viewers, that's however many people are watching at that moment in time. So it was 92 just a few seconds ago. Now it's 84. And then as more people come in, it's going to go up. So that's the number that keeps fluctuating throughout the live stream. It goes down, it goes up and down and up. It shows you how many viewers are watching at that point in time. But I can, on my end, I can see how many viewers have watched the live stream in the last 2 hours. So people who have come, people who are still watching, people who have come and gone, I can see that total number. And that number is 8,700. So more than 8,700 people altogether have tuned in for this live stream tonight. Okay. And we're just few seconds away from the 2-hour time mark. So thank you all. I appreciate your support. Okay, a viewer writes, cheap blue suit. My friends, let me just tell you one thing, okay? A viewer named Z Corp just wrote cheap blue suit, referring to my coat. By the way, it's not part of a suit. It's just a just an individual coat. It doesn't have, it's not a full suit. It's just a sport coat. But you said it's a cheap blue suit, right? First of all, my friends, yeah, it's a blazer. So let me tell you, okay, something. I do these live streams because I want to share substance, because I want to share my views and my thoughts. I want to share facts. I want to share the truth. It's not about what I'm wearing. Of course, I wear conservative clothing. I wear, business clothing. I've always done that. Okay. Yes, I wear Hawaiian shirts. I wear jeans, obviously. Actually, I'm wearing jeans right now. So I'm wearing this shirt with the jeans and with this coat. It's a nice blue jeans. I wear casual clothes. I wear, Hawaiian shirts, colorful flowery prints. I wear all that. I wear t-shirts. But when I do these live streams, I try to look professional, as I do when I'm working. So when I'm working, I wear suit. I wear business clothing. When I was a young boy, when I went to school, we had to wear school uniform. So I grew up wearing school uniform. Every day I would go to school and wear school uniform. And so, I think these live streams are not about, what kind of suit, what kind of coat, what kind of shirt I'm wearing. Of course, it does matter, because when I'm coming in front of an audience, I have to respect the audience, which is why I have to wear proper professional clothing. It's a part of showing respect to you all. Okay? And I'm not claiming that I'm super wealthy. Have I ever claimed that? I'm not claiming I'm super wealthy. I'm not claiming that, I got a $2,000 suit on. No, absolutely not. Okay? Because I am a hardworking American, just like many of you. I work hard every day. I earn a paycheck. Okay? I have to make a budget. I have to, spend. I have to stay within my means, like many of us have to. When inflation numbers go up, I have to, make sure that I'm managing my money properly, because we all have to. I mean, it's the reality that we face. And so when somebody says cheap blue suit, I'm not sure what it actually means. Okay, because I'm not claiming that I'm wearing an expensive suit. All I'm saying is that when I come before you, because I respect my audience, and because I have, like, from my younger days, when I went to school, I wore a school uniform. So I'm very used to, dressing up in this manner. In fact, in my school, I also had to wear a tie, and I do wear a tie when I work. It's about respect. And, I don't know if you like my suit or not. I can tell you it is not, it also depends on what you mean by cheap, okay? What you mean by cheap, right? The definition of cheap and the definition of expensive, it would vary. For somebody who is like a billionaire, even a $5,000 suit may be cheap, right? And for somebody, a $300 suit may be very expensive. And so this comment, you're wearing a cheap suit, it doesn't mean anything. Okay, it doesn't matter the price of my coat. What matters is I'm here to show my respect to my audience, and I know many of you, as I've expressed many times, you support me and you give me a lot of encouragement, which is why I'm here. I receive a lot of respect, a lot of support from you all. And for that, I'm very much grateful. Okay? So just had to answer. All right. Let's see. Thank you. I see all of your support. I see all of your support. Thank you. Thank you so much. Liz writes, it's about respect. Exactly, it's about respect. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you all for your support. I'm reading your comments. I'm reading your comments. Thomas writes, respect you, Tassif. Thank you, my friends. We are past the 2-hour time mark. We're 6 minutes beyond the 2-hour time mark. Let me just tell you, every night, I really feel great doing these live streams and sharing my views and listening to your thoughts, listening to your comments, and trying to answer your questions. I like the dialogue that we have. I like the sharing of knowledge, the sharing of information. Obviously, we care deeply about our country, the United States of America, which is why we're here discussing important issues. And so the title today was, Will the 2024 presidential election be free and fair? We want the presidential election to be free and fair. We want every election to be free and fair because elections are the foundation of our society. You know, we elect our leaders and the leaders govern, and we have to have a free and fair process for electing our leaders. But as we have seen in 2020, there are many concerns about the electoral process. There are many questions. People are still, to this day, people are wondering where there are election irregularities, right? Irregularities, that's, we don't want election irregularities. We want elections to be free and fair. So, we are going to be discussing more about these issues in future live streams. So thank you all for staying connected. And I'm really hoping and praying that we have free and fair elections in November 2024. Okay, I'm really hoping and praying for that. We want free and fair election. We want an electoral process that is absolutely transparent. We don't want to see any kind of irregularities. So we as American citizens, as concerned citizens, we have to stay engaged. We have to stay informed. We have to stay involved. So my friends, thank you all for continuing to tune in for my live streams. I will be back again with more facts, with more truth, with more information, with more commentary. So stay connected with me, my friends. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I thank each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your words of encouragement. Thank you so very much. I'll be back again soon. Thank you, my friends. Have a good night. Thank you. Bye-bye.